About umpteen and a half videos ago, I showed you my kitchen dishwasher was leaking, and I showed you how I tried to caulk down in there. And that was a royal pain to do because that holds a lot of water down there even after the pump has emptied it out. Well, anyway, I had to blow all that out with compressed air, and it just took a long time and a lot of air to get it out, and I caulked it, and I was pretty sure that would work. But it turns out that wasn't where the leak was at all, because when I tested it, it was leaking just as bad as it was before. So I persevered and had to do a little more digging, and I found the problem. It was hiding in plain sight, although you wouldn't think to look there. The problem was actually hiding. I gotta just turn the screen here so I can see what I'm showing you. Right here, you can see that there's rust down there, and especially this white glob of stuff, which is caulk, that I put there. That's where it was leaking from. There was a tiny hole that had rusted through, and the water was getting through the perforations in the metal. And as soon as I touched it is exactly when that hole sort of ruptured and went to almost an 1/8 inch hole, and it started just pissing out everywhere. So what I did is I put a whole bunch of caulk on that right in there. That has sealed up and formed a very firm coating on it. There's some other rust here, but whatever it is. And underneath I also caulked. If I shut that, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to show this to you. I had to remove this cross member here, which mounts the water valve and all the other stuff. And right up in here, I don't think you can see it. It's hidden right behind that. It's right up in there. I can just barely feel it. I put caulk on the outside of it. So this is it. Good, bad, or indifferent. You would see it leaking right here. I'm just going to get the spray arm and put that in, and we'll give it a test. Rinse and hold, which is fine to test it. It starts leaking. Once water's in it, it doesn't even need to run. Goes through all its stuff. And we'll just wait and watch. I can say that if it doesn't leak by the time the water valve closes, the leak is gone. So far, I don't see anything. Everything's nice and dry here. Some dirt and other stuff that got kicked under there while I had the panel off. I left my little heater over here, the little My Heat 200 watt heater, just sitting on the floor right where the light is, shining here, just to cure the caulk. I left that running for several hours a day, but it's guaranteed fixed at this point because there's no leaks, and the water is certainly above where that hole was. But we'll just wait it out and make sure it starts up and that it doesn't leak any further. I'm really happy I was able to save this machine, because just the hell of having to get a new one, and not to mention the expense, which whatever, but if you need it, you need it. There's no leaks. It's going to start up in a moment. drop. It's fixed. I love that kind. So I was able to save the expense of a new machine, the hassle, the installation, just everything. Just disconnecting all the lines, putting the new one in, all that, everything. Then the poor washing action, and allowing more China goods into the house. Avoided all of that with a simple dab of caulk. That's all it took. I know one day this dishwasher will go. It is inevitable. I mean, eventually the entire tub is just going to rust out somewhere, but that's all it took. You just go up in here and feel. Nothing. Not a single pinhole, nothing. Just perfect. Let's actually go inside. There's even soapets. Yep, right there. Just perfect. It's not hot water because it didn't heat it on this cycle, but it's there. It's running. It's all fixed. The KitchenAid Superba dishwasher lives again. I'm really happy I was able to save it. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you hit like. Make sure you hit subscribe. And take care. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. For anybody sticking around who's interested, you actually can run a cancel cycle on this. If you leave it set to cancel and there's nothing else pending or on or anything like that, right now it's pumping the water out, and about 2 seconds after that finishes, it'll go to cycle complete.